It hurts me to make this video. Will I even post it? I don't fucking know. I'm so okay. Let me just start over. Okay, listen. I feel like I don't feel good. My heart is so. Look, I've got my little ankh. My little earring ankh. I've got it on my chest just to. For support. But my heart, it hurts. I am in a significant amount of emotional pain. Maybe mental. I'm very tired. I feel very exhausted. I feel very defeated. I feel angry. I have a lot of anger inside. And I have a lot of pain. The amount of pain in my freaking heart. This video is for fucking educational purposes. It's for educational purposes so that you guys know what the hard part of transformation is. The death part of transformation. I feel like I just have a lot of feelings, but I don't want to decipher them. I feel like in the past, it takes so much more out of me to try to figure out, like, why I feel a certain way. You know? So I don't want to do that anymore. Trying to dissect, like, oh my God, what's wrong? Why am I down? What I do wrong that made me down? It's like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. This is release. This is death. Okay, this is emotional death. This is the death of an old world. This is what it feels like to go through a death and rebirth. This is what it feels like to transform, and it fucking sucks. I want to put this side of it out there. I'm in a lot of fucking pain. Okay, yeah, but there's two sides of it. There's one side of it that's just in pain. I can't get up. I tried to get up. I felt like this yesterday too. Completely defeated and just like really worthless, you know? And it's just because feelings aren't facts, okay? Feelings aren't always facts. You know? But they're valid, okay? We're feeling feelings for a reason. It's a source of communication. Sometimes the best thing that you can do through this time of emotional pain is just breathe through it. There's going to be parts of you that want to panic because you're so uncomfortable. Panic and go crazy because you're so uncomfortable. But all we have to do is be as still as we can and to just breathe through it. It's kind of like the devil's snare. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the devil's snare from Harry Potter. I think it was the first one. Where, you know, they're in that like black like stuff, like those black ropes that are like alive and that are trying to like restrict you, you know what I mean? It's like that restriction that like, that's exactly what I'm feeling. It's like the devil's snare is like trying to make me feel trapped or like restricted. And Hermione's over here like, you just have to sit still and you're free. So that's really what you have to do. The more you fight it, the more hold it has over you. You just have to be still and breathe through it. And embrace it and accept it, that it's not something that's happening against you, but that it's happening for you. And then have gratitude for it. Embrace it. Thank it. Thank you for release. Thank you for the release. It's hard because it feels like it's against you, and it's hard to thank something that feels like it's against you. Okay, that's the hard part. And this feeling, this stage of transformation, it comes up and down until you can face the pain, okay? It'll go up, it will surface for you. The pain will surface and you will react to it, okay? And then it will retract to give you a break, okay? You can either face it or run from it. Either way, we keep getting opportunities to face it. Okay? We'll have the opportunity to face it, and we'll either face it and work through it, or we'll ignore it and then try again next time. Okay? So this will happen a couple of times until it won't happen anymore, okay? And it's not like, fuck, it hurts. It hurts. Sometimes all you can do is just not do anything. And I realized yesterday as I was writing in my journal that a big part of my discomfort is coming from shame that I didn't realize that I had. I really didn't realize this. Maybe I did, but it wasn't as like hyper focused as it was yesterday when I was writing. Just being like, I was just writing in my journal, like, I feel so much discomfort. I feel like I'm trapped in my own body. And I would just like to not feel that, just writing that, like, asking, God, talking to God and being like, yo, what can I do here? What do I need to let go of? What beliefs am I clinging on to that make this transformation into something wonderful so painful? And then, it came out as I was writing that I don't like feeling this way. And I mean, obviously, it's not a fun thing to experience, but it's necessary. It's a part of the process. It's a part of the death of an old belief, that almost like raised me. It's like, it's like Stockholm syndrome for your demons. Really. It really is. Because Stockholm syndrome is a crazy thing. You think, how could you have remorse or an attachment to someone who has held you in captivity for your entire lifetime? I'm pretty sure I've seen a Lifetime movie about Stockholm syndrome. I'm pretty sure that Saoirse Ronan was in it, maybe. But that's what it is, really. It's Stockholm syndrome for, a way of being that doesn't serve you anymore. It's like almost like a defense mechanism you had to create as a child to survive in the way that you thought was survival. And it's like I'm getting to a point where I'm going a different direction. I don't need to overprotect myself anymore. It's like I've created this parent within me to protect me. It's like I created this as a child, and it's like I don't need it anymore. But it's weird because it's like that part of me doesn't want to let me go. It's like I created this yeah, it's like I created this parent out of a place of fear. Yeah, yeah. I created something, I created a protection mechanism, okay, which is why I'm calling it a parent, because that's what a parent's supposed to do. It's supposed to protect you and keep you safe. And there's just this thing that I feel like I've created as a kid, growing and then into adulthood. Like I created this imaginary friend to protect me, but I created it from fear, right? I created this thing from fear. So it's almost like demonic, but not in a scary way. At least the way I'm talking about it, like it doesn't feel like it's like demonic, but I'm not afraid of it because it's been my parent. It's been my protector for so long, so I'm not afraid of it. It's not like demonic in that way. Like I'm like, oh my god, I'm possessed. I'm afraid, like blah, like that. Not like that, This is we're not. I'm not talking about like that kind of shit. But it's like I created this, demonic thing to protect me, and it's like I have this attachment to it, and it has an attachment to me, obviously, because I made it that way. I made it obsessed with me, you know? I made it so that its life force is based off of mine. Its life force is my life force. And it's like I'm telling it that I don't need it anymore, and it's panicking, and it's like holding on to me for dear life, and it's really sad. It's like I don't need you anymore. It's so weird. This like story I'm seeing in my head as I'm speaking. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so panicked that I don't need it anymore. And I'm just looking at this entity panicking that I don't need it anymore. And it makes me feel like I don't want to leave it. And it's like I'm finally seeing that now, whereas before I wasn't seeing that demon really. I wasn't seeing that demon as something separate from myself, but I'm seeing it separate from myself now because I really really don't need it anymore. And I'm just like I've split from this, and now it's so weird. It's like it's weird because it's like I created it for me, to help me, to protect me. But now I'm telling it that I don't need it anymore. And it's trying to convince me that I do. Like I gave too much power to this thing that it feels like it can control me, that it wants to control me. But I'm just like, it's hard. So that's what I'm saying. That's what it's like. That's what this death energy is like. It's like we've created these these protective mechanisms for ourselves out of fear. And I think that's how demons are created. We're like asking for something to, I don't know, deal with our responsibilities because we can't handle them or because we don't want to. So it's like we created a monster to control us because we don't want to do it ourselves or something. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm not trying to make sense here. I'm just trying to heal and give an example of what healing might look like. It's not fun. Healing is good, transformation is good because it's leading to something great and amazing, but the process is so painful, and I just want it to be I want to share the process so that I'm not just showing myself on camera in a good energy every time. Like it's not always like that, but I always bounce back, okay? And I always bounce back stronger every time. There has not been one instance in my life where that hasn't been the case. If I am in this point, I'm always back up and better with a new, outlook, with a new perspective, a fresh perspective. Each time I'm down like this, I'm learning something. I'm gaining something. So here we go. Thank you for listening. And if you are also experiencing something like this, it's normal. You're not failing. You're not doing anything wrong. You're actually doing something very, very, very right. Okay. So I'm going to lay here and relax and be thankful and put a massager on my neck, because at least for me, when I'm releasing some stuff, it stops at my neck, or like it clogs at my neck. And like I said, I'm not going to try to dissect the meanings for things. I'm sure it has something to do with my throat chakra and expressing myself and all that good stuff. But when I release, I always get this pain in the back of my neck and in my shoulders. And I have to, in order to get that out, I just have to relax. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to relax. I'm going to get my massager on my neck. I'm going to drink plenty of water. And I'm going to be kind to myself. Very, very kind to myself. Okay. Okay, love you. Bye.